Hey guys, I am at Chelsea High School today and we are talking with Miss Tyler Irwin, a current Chelsea softball player, but about to be a Tennessee Tech Golden Eagle. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing well, doing well. So take us through the recruiting and then the signing process. How did all that come to be?
From the time you're like a freshman in high school, you want to kind of start your recruiting process and you'll email coaches, get the word out, they'll come watch you. And usually that's how it goes, and they'll look at you and they'll recruit you and want you to come play. But with COVID happening and everything, it's really kind of put the class of 2021 behind, and we have to do things differently. We have to send in videos of ourselves, and it's been a very stressful but rewarding process in the end.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to like tweet about yourself, all of these crazy things. But the way I actually got in touch with Tennessee Tech was through a mutual friend, and we got put together and we talked for a little while. She watched some film and she saw interest, and so she recruited me, and that's how it all went down.
Oh, that's great. So would you say that you had a pleasant experience as far as in the recruiting process?
Well, there were definitely good and bad experiences that came with it. I would say overall it was a pleasant experience, but you wouldn't learn throughout the process if there weren't little bumps in the road here and there. So overall, yes.
Okay, all right. What do you plan on studying while you're up there?
I'm planning on going into civil engineering.
Oh, okay, all right. So let's talk about your time here. Who has been probably the biggest influence on you, whether it's teacher or coach?
I've had a lot of good teachers in the time being here, but most recently my coach now, Whitney Gillespie, now Therrell, she, even though she's only been here for a short period of time, she really has made a big impact in me as a person and player, and has really taught me many life lessons so far.
For this upcoming season, now that the signing process is over, and I'm assuming that that takes a lot of stress and weight off of your shoulders.
A lot.
What are you going to be focusing on the most about this season?
Really, our goal is to win a state championship, and so that really is the big goal. We're going to work towards that at practice, and everything that we do, we always see what's the next step, and we look for how we can better ourselves in all aspects of the game.
So this team that you guys have this season, how many, do you have a lot of leaders? You generally have those that are all coachable. What's this team made up of?
This team is really special. So this year, well, in past years we've had a problem where not everybody meshed well. This year we are really good at being the better player for the person beside you, and just everybody gives 100% and everybody's friendly. There's no drama or anything. We're all there for the same reason, and that's to win a state championship. And so it's been a very great team atmosphere this season.
Is there any certain team that you guys have circled on the calendar?
We got a lot of good challenges out there, and we're excited for each of them.
Well, I know that you're still writing your chapter for this season and beyond, but as far as what you can look back on, are there any memorable situations, memorable games that immediately come to mind?
So my sophomore year, I was injured halfway through our season, and so I wasn't able to finish out that season. However, in the last tournament I was able to play. We were playing in the Stanhope Elmore tournament, and we had gone to the championship, and we were all given out. It was late at night, and we fought hard. We didn't think we were going to win, and we ended up winning that tournament. And that was just a memorable experience for me because it was the end of my season, and that just kind of stuck with me. Like, I went out with a bang, and so that's probably one of the better experiences I've had. And then last year got ruined with COVID, and so last year we didn't really get to have much of a season, and so that's probably the one for me.
Is there any particular thing that you're going to miss after you hang your cleats up for the last time at Chelsea?
Definitely. A lot of the friendships that I've made here and just the experience altogether. It's a totally different atmosphere than travel season or even going to college and playing. Like, it's something special, and just mainly the friendships that you make while you're here, the people you meet and hang out with.
You said something that I want to touch on because a lot of our viewers may not know. You said that you're planning on going into civil engineering. That is that's not an easy road, to say the least. But couple that with the work that you're having to put in to be a college athlete, and you're already, I would say, somewhat experienced with that as far as playing travel ball, as far as playing for the high school. Talk a little bit about how much work you actually put into playing softball, to play this sport.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely a lot outside of just the games. You go to practices, you have pitching lessons for me, hitting lessons for others. I mean, there's so many different things. You put in work at least every single day, once out of each of the days. And people don't realize you have practice, lessons, you go home, you do your schoolwork, and then do it all over again. And it's a long process, but it's well worth it in the end. And
so we can see and hear by that there's really not the stereotype dumb jock that really doesn't exist. And I think there are so many students and so many individuals, probably those that have never played a sport before, need to realize that there is a lot that goes into just being an athlete. It's not about just putting on the jersey and stepping out on the field.
Right.
There's a lot that goes into it. So, and I think too that that's your reward as far as being recruited. So good job and congratulations.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being with us, and we'll continue to follow you throughout your season, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.